What's going on, guys? Back at you again. And like I said, this stuff is rigged as hell. Like, literally, I told you it's only going to go two ways. The Eagles are going to go in there and just rout them, blow them the hell out. Or Mahomes beats you in the end with the last possession. And what happened? Lo and behold, Mahomes gets the ball at the end. I knew it was over. Actually, the moment I knew it was over, the Eagles are up 14-7. Jalen Hurts is driving. They have the ball. Dude just takes the ball and drops the ball on the ground and lets the ball. Cam 3.0, right? That's Cam 3.0 right there. Drops the ball down and lets the Chiefs pick it up and run it back, and they tie the game. That's when I knew the game was over, because that literally ruined the entire game. They were on the verge of blowing them out. So they score on that possession. Guess what? It's 21-7. And then the Chiefs ended up not even scoring. They gave the ball up on that next drive. So they would have been up if they didn't give up that fumble. So they could have literally gone up 28-7 at the half. The Eagles could have. But they completely botched that. Once they fumbled it and gave up that touchdown, the momentum and the whole entire game shifted. I don't care that the Eagles were up 10 going in the half. It was over when that fumble happened. And then another thing, when the Eagles went up 10, the cameras go right to Mahomes, and he's sitting there smiling, like smiling. It's like, dude, are you schizophrenic? Like, what are you smiling about? You're down 10 right now. You just have been playing not so great. It's not looking good for you. But then I was thinking to myself, this stuff is fake. There's a script. He knows that he's going to be all right. So, and exactly how it played out, he was all right. Ended up being the difference in the game, guys. There's just so many plays, man. All those touchdowns that the Chiefs scored. Two of those touchdowns were gimmies. Literally, the guys just let them score. A zig route, you got the guy motioning in, short motion, and then the corner just pays him no mind. Acts like he's not there, lets him run a zig, catch it, 5-yard touchdowns both times. Same play, opposite sides. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. Like, I was just like beside myself. You literally let them run a high school play on you twice and score on it. So that's 14. Actually, add those two and the fumble guys. That's 21 points that you really didn't even earn. Literally, Jalen Hurts drops the ball, you run it in, and then those two touchdowns are gimmies. All right, and then what else did they have? They had the Travis Kelce one where the guy just was in La La Land, basically left him open, and then you had the run, right, with the running back, and there was just no D line there. So literally all their touchdowns. We're gonna go over this game tomorrow in depth like we always do, and you guys are gonna see all the let ups. Like, literally, they let them score. Both sides, though. Even the Chiefs, early in the game, they were letting the Eagles score as well. It was blatant. It really wasn't hard to see. Like, if you really know football, you paid attention, you can see guys not playing gaps, guys just moving out of the way, guys just not in the right spots at all. But we're going to catch them all red-handed with their hand in the cookie jar tomorrow. Other than that, man, this game was just too predictable. I knew it was going to go either way. I wasn't sure which way they were going to go. So I said, gun to my head, I guess I picked the Eagles. But I kind of was going with Mahomes all week. There was that whole Madden thing. Remember I showed you guys with they left him out of the catalog of players. So it's kind of like, all right, they're saving him for the MVP, obviously. So, like, there was all that, and then everything else. It was just pointing to the Chiefs. But then I just went last minute with the Eagles, just because I know it's fake. You don't know which way it's gonna go. It's just like WrestleMania, like I said earlier. The Rock versus Stone Cold for the belt. You don't know who's gonna win. You can guess, you can say it's Stone Cold, but you don't really know. Like, same thing here. So either way, it could have gone either way. And if you look at the score of the game, the NFL trolled us. Remember how that there was a fake script, 34-37 or whatever, Eagles, right? They completely trolled us. They went 35-38, and then they flipped the team. So they said, this is what it is. So never believe anything you see at all. Like, you think they would really release a script of a game? Like, no, they would not release that to the public. There's no way. There is literally no way that they would ever do that. Because literally, that bites the hand that feeds you. because you're relying on them to bet on that. So if everyone knows the score, you screw yourself. So there's no way that anyone could have thought that that script was real. But they did troll us, though. They went 1 point above on each side and then flopped the teams. Wow. If that doesn't show you something, I don't know what will. And then all the, like, Arian Foster and all the NFL players trolling with the rigged NFL for damage control. Like, this game was just so completely rigged. Everyone's just trying to get you off the Chiefs. Everyone's just trying to bolster the Eagles. Oh my God, the Eagles this, the Eagles that. Oh my God, their D-line. Oh my God, their defense this. Oh my God. Meanwhile, still got Pat Mahomes on the other side. It's like he still hasn't gone anywhere. This is the MVP. Why are we talking about the Eagles? Like, I've been saying it this entire playoff run. The Eagles haven't played anyone. Look at their schedule. They haven't been tested. They weren't tested in the playoffs either. Today was their first test. So they legitimately, you could say they weren't prepared for this game because they didn't have to do anything the last 2 games. All right? And the Chiefs, they had to battle. Their last game, they had to battle, right? And they had a battle against the Jaguars, believe it or not. They almost lost that game. Trevor Lawrence gave it up. So literally, like, this could have gone either way, but like I said, there's just so many things pointing to the Eagles. There's the Madden thing. There's the almost $1 billion debt to Missouri. There's the Andy Reid Bowl. You know what I mean? The brothers. It's just so much. There's the Mahomes' legacy going 2-2 or 1-2. You know, there's just so much to like talk. Or 2-1 or 1-2. There's so much to talk about here. So there's just too much going towards the Chiefs. The Chiefs are more marketable. The quarterback is more of a family guy and a lot more marketable. He's a family, you know what I mean? He's got the wife and kids. Jalen's a single guy, you know? I mean, you can't really market that much, you know? And then, what else? There's just so much going on out there. Like, the defensive ends crashing inside. You got D tackles just standing around, linebackers turning their back to the play, falling on their face just to avoid from tackling. You got DBs false stepping, turning the wrong way, grabbing guys for no reason. It's just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? It's beyond fake, man. In real time, you can see the stuff, so it's gonna be really hard to watch. We're going to break this down sometime tomorrow morning. So just brace yourselves because it's going to look really bad. They put on a show, though. They did put on a show. It wasn't football, but it was a good show. They had a lot of bells and whistles, you know, a lot of stoppage in time, bad calls here, that the catches that should be catches being called back just to waste time and to play with your emotions. It's just ridiculous, man. It really, truly is. If you really think this stuff is real, I don't know. And then at the end, the Eagles had another chance. They were going to let the guy score, right? And then the Chiefs guy finally realized, oh, they're letting me score, and he slid, right? But before that, before they even got in that situation, why is the defensive back grabbing that guy? Can anyone explain that to me? The ball is sailed into the crowd. You're literally 20 yards away from the ball, and you're pulling and tugging. What are we doing? And like, as a ref, why are you even calling that? I know it's letter of the law. He did hold him, but the ball is not catchable. Literally sails the ball. It's just like, bruh, what are we doing? I just don't get it, man. And then Jalen Hurts with all the delay of games. And how about that miscue with the Jalen Hurts took the blame with the false start? What was it? They had a 3rd and 1, right? They were up 7 points. They had 3rd and 1. Jalen Hurts, I guess the whole line went too early. I guess he messed up the cadence or forgot the cadence or something, and everybody went earlier. Now, instead of them getting that easy QB sneak, which they would have converted, now it's 3rd and 6, and then they don't get it. They got to end up freaking taking the 3 points. Like, that literally killed them, because what happened there is, not only do you take the 3 points, you give the ball back to Pat Mahomes with some time left. So it was just a bad situation. They could have drained the clock and scored a touchdown out of that. So, like, there was just a lot going on. But the key and the reason they lost was Jalen Hurts, man. If he doesn't throw that ball on the ground and fumble, yeah, we're gonna break that play down, man, because that man completely fumbled it and threw it on the ground on purpose. Like, no one fumbles the ball like that with no contact or no handoff or anything. Like, I'm not falling for that. Like, the average fan, you can chew that up and be like, oh my god, yeah, he sucks, or yeah, my team is so good. But nah, bro, that's not even legitimate, not even in the slightest. If you think that's even slightly real, you kind of need to get your head checked. But I still F with you. And other than that, guys, just stay tuned for the breakdown of the game. And stay tuned for everything else. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.